there's a brand new type of savings account that starts accepting money on July 4th, officially called a Trump account. Now, you may have kids or grandkids who qualify, so let's cut through the noise what these are, what they're not, and how they actually work. No politics, just the mechanics. A Trump account is a new tax advantage investment account for children. Technically, a special kind of traditional IRA created by the 2025 tax law. The child owns it, a parent or guardian runs it until the child turns 18. The headline feature, for kids who are U.S. citizens born between 2025 and 2028, the federal government chips in a one-time $1,000 seed, if you elect it. And that seed doesn't count against your yearly contribution limit. Now, here's how the taxes work, and this is where people get tripped up. The money you put in goes after tax, no deduction going in. While it's invested, it grows tax deferred. You don't pay tax on the gains year to year. But when the money eventually comes out, the earnings are taxed as ordinary income. So it's not a Roth, it's not tax-free growth. Think of it as pay no tax now, pay tax on the growth later. Now, a few more things it's not. It's not a 529, it's not just for college, it's far more flexible. It's not a guarantee. The money's invested in the market, in low-cost index funds tracking the broad U.S. market, like the S&P 500. So it can rise and fall. And it's not a piggy bank you can raid. Generally, no withdrawals until the year the child turns 18. So who can put money in? Well, just about anyone. Parents, grandparents, even employers. The key number, all the individual contributions combined are capped at $5,000 a year per child, and that limit will rise with inflation over time. So, if mom and dad put in $3,000, a grandparent can add another $2,000, but together you can't top $5,000. It has to be cash, and unlike a regular IRA, the child doesn't need a job to qualify. That's what makes it work for a newborn. So, what does it become? Think of it in two phases. From birth until the year the child turns 18, it's locked. Money goes in and grows, but nothing comes out. Then, starting the year they turn 18, it essentially becomes a regular, traditional IRA. Now it's accessible, but the traditional IRA rules kick in. Your own contributions can come back out tax-free because you already paid tax on them, but the earnings and that government seed get taxed as income when withdrawn at any age. And if they pull the money out before age 59 and a half, that taxable portion generally takes a 10% early withdrawal penalty on top, with the usual IRA exceptions like a first home or certain education costs. Bottom line, a Trump account is a tool. Whether it belongs in your family's plan depends on your goals, your taxes, and how it fits alongside 529s and everything else. But for a lot of parents and grandparents, a $1,000 head start for a baby is hard to ignore. Now, remember, I'm not an accountant or a tax professional, so you should consult with a tax professional for advice as it relates to taxes and a Trump account if you decide that you want to open one. But in the meantime, if passing a head start to the next generation is on your mind, that's a conversation worth having. Got a question? Reach out. That's what Ask Jose is all about.